Stop wasting your time. These are the top 7 neighborhoods in Kelowna that are priced under $1 million. If you're looking for a home in Kelowna without breaking the bank, and maybe you're constrained in the price point, looking at the top neighborhoods right now in Kelowna, these are the areas where you can still find single family homes for under $1 million. And these are going to be the top neighborhoods that have sold in the last year and given the average price point. So we'll break it down neighborhood by neighborhood and see what fits for you. Hey everybody, it's Mark Coons here with Selling Kelowna Real Estate Group. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest here in the Okanagan, pick up that phone and give me a call because I am a relocation specialist. I'd love to help you out. So without further ado, we're going to just jump right in, and looking at Rutland is the number 7 neighborhood for homes under $1 million. In Rutland, you do have a lot of properties here that are also first-time home buyers, but also have development opportunities. So there is a new community plan for the center of Rutland, and it does allow higher density in a lot of the different areas. So when you are looking at Rutland, you're not only looking at the north or south end. The north end has a lot of development potential on it, but in the south end, that is a really family-friendly neighborhood where you're starting to see proximity and walkability to schools. Overall, in the north end, there's 87 sales in the last year with an average price point of $798,000 for single family homes. And when you look at the south end of Rutland, you're looking at 70 sales in the last 12 months, an average price point at $809,000. So number 6 on the list is Glenrosa. This neighborhood is in West Kelowna, and there was 63 sales in the last year. And the average price point in here over the last 12 months was $759,000. You get a lot of single family homes in this neighborhood built in the mid 1970s. A lot of them do need a lot of work. So this is a neighborhood, if you are willing to put in a lot of sweat equity into your homes, this would be a great neighborhood to get into. There is great hiking. You are close to proximity to a lot of different excursions outdoors, whether it be hiking, biking, and really proximity to Kelowna or West Kelowna and heading to Vancouver. It gives you a lot of proximity there. It is a little bit on the outskirts of West Kelowna, so if you are looking to commute to Kelowna every day, this might not be the location for you, but you still can get in a pretty good price point. And overall, there are multiple schools there that are really drawing a lot of people into it and good feedback from them. It is the more blue collar neighborhood. So if you do not fit in with the blue collar neighborhood, this is maybe one that you maybe want to stay away from. Number 5 on the list is Westbank Center. All right, so Westbank Center, this one had an average price point of $664,000, and there was a total of 76 sales in Westbank Center under $1 million in the last 12 months. Looking at this neighborhood, you do get a lot of properties, but a lot of properties are also on leasehold land. So that's something to consider in what it is. With Westbank First Nation are pretty safe investments. If you are looking at it, definitely do your research. And I do have another video on buying properties on Westbank First Nation land. So don't let the leasehold factor really scare you away, but there's a lot of opportunities, including gated communities and really desirable golf course related, a neighboring golf course related property. So if you are considering properties under $1 million, Westbank Center is a good option for you. And there is a new official community plan in West Kelowna, and this is going to allow higher density on a lot of the different properties there in West Kelowna. So you can buy a property and maybe get some additional land lift with it down the road once the development starts to happen in West Kelowna. The number 4 on the list is Glenmore. Glenmore is one of the most desirable neighborhoods that a lot of people love. It is that neighborhood where it has the mature trees with the 1970 types of build, and all the properties we're mainly talking about are all going to be around that same age of build. The age of the build is in the mid 1970s to 1980s, where you're going to start to see a lot of the properties. The benefits of living in Glenmore is the proximity to downtown, proximity to all different centers. So you do have a great accessibility from Glenmore for the price point. The average price point in Glenmore was $858,000 for properties under $1 million, and there was a total of 75 total sales in the last year. All right, next up at number 3, we're gonna hop back over to West Kelowna and look at Shannon Lake neighborhood. This one is close and near and dear to my heart, but it does offer great options there for people looking to own a home. The average price point in this neighborhood was $845,000 and had a total of 37 total sales in the last year. This is a really great family community neighborhood where it also offers options for people to walk and bike. Shannon Lake is a neighborhood that is surrounded Shannon Lake in West Kelowna, and this lake is great for ice fishing in the winter, boat. You can go fishing during the summer. You can go walk around the trails around there, or just fish from the dock. Whatever you're looking to do, if you do love that outdoor lifestyle, take a look at Shannon Lake. It is an Okanagan lake, but it is a great alternative to be just outside your back door. There's also properties that are bordering Shannon Lake that will allow you to be able to live lakefront, not Okanagan Lake again, but lakefront at least. And the number 2 one that we're going to look at, and we're going to keep it in West Kelowna, and we're looking at Lakeview Heights. All right, so Lakeview Heights is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in all of Kelowna and surrounding area. Lakeview Heights oftentimes has the highest turnover and the highest the amount of sales in terms of people desirability and wanting to live there. The benefits of Lakeview Heights is you do get a ton of lake views from these properties, and the most of the properties you're going to be finding in that 1970 type of build, but you are going to start to see multi-million-dollar properties that are in this neighborhood. The benefits and the views are really drawing a lot of high net worth individuals and money. So this is one of the safest investments neighborhoods you could do and purchase in, as all the other properties, if you are getting in under $1 million, will likely continue to bring up your home value on it. So the rule of real estate is you don't want to be the most expensive home on the street. And if you're buying in Lakeview Heights for under $1 million, you are most likely not going to be the lowest or the highest valued home on the street. So all the other homes will continue to prop up your value. And a lot of them are older and dilapidated homes that need a little bit of work. Not that they're dilapidated and they are often well cared for. They just haven't been renovated and updated. So you can get the active appreciation, putting some money into a lot of these homes, and the long-term payoff. Benefits of Lakeview Heights is it is located close to Kelowna. You have lake views, you have hiking, you have Glenmore Regional Park, there are wineries. The Boucherie Wine Trail is there, and a lot of different opportunities for excursions that makes Lakeview Heights one of the most desirable neighborhoods. And in the last year, there's 48 sales under $1 million. Because there is a lot more sales over $1 million, this neighborhood often will see around 150 to 200 total sales every single year. All right, so number 1 home under $1 million from neighborhoods, you're gonna be looking at Lower Mission. Lower Mission is one of the most desirable neighborhoods, generally speaking, in the Okanagan, regardless. So when you are looking for homes under $1 million, there are some options here that will get you into the marketplace. In the last year, there's 49 total sales with average price point at $888,000 in the last year for sales under $1 million. Again, this is property where we're starting to see a lot of redevelopment and multi-million-dollar properties and estate type of properties being built because of its location and proximity and flatness. The flatness of the Lower Mission is one of the most desirable traits it has, where you can just hop on lakeshore, you can hop on your bike, and you can get to the north-south, you can get to the rail trail that'll take you all the way to the Lake Country and Vernon area. So there is a lot of accessibility here, and the proximity to beaches, KLO, the hospital, there are so many different options that people can love to live here, and why it's such a desirable neighborhood. All right, so if you do have any questions on any of these neighborhoods, or if you do want to get them sent to you directly, stay tuned, reach out below, and I'd love to help you out.